Today we are going to start solving absolute value inequalities. The two ways are graphing, which we're going to do that on Monday when we're together, versus the algebraic way, which is today. I wanted to do the algebra with you, or have Ms. Shan do it with you, versus the graphing part. So we're going to skip the whole first page. We will come back to that on Monday. We're going to get right into the solving part, where I can trust that you guys can do some of the solving part kind of individually. Most important part here is that you guys identify what the inequality is. So this is what we call a greater. And if it's a greater than sign, you're going to create an or statement, which you can see right here. If you see a less than sign, you're going to make it into an and statement. And an and statement looks like this. Now the book does not do a very good job of setting that up for you guys, so I'm going to kind of game change what the book does for you. So step one is going to be like it has been for solving. We're going to isolate, so we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. So I have x minus 2 is less than 2. Now that I identified that it is a less than sign, I'm going to create an and statement. What that means is I'm going to drop the bars, right? Leave it as is. I'm going to add on my negative 2 at the end, and I'm going to switch the inequality. Because this is an and statement, and and statements is small number to big number. Then we're going to do some algebra. I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to add 2 in the middle. I'm going to add 2 on the right. I'm going to add 2 on the left. When I do that, I get 0 less than x, which is less than 4. And then it says to graph the solution on a number line. So I'm going to create a little number line down here. We did this yesterday in class with the compound inequalities. We're going to graph between 0 and 4. Open circle because of the less than sign. Open circle on the 4. And we're going to shade everything in between. So that was an and statement. Question number 10 down here that you guys are going to do in the your turn. That is also going to be an and statement because of the less than sign. The inequality determines that. All right, let's do the or, which is the top one up here. So right now I have, oh, this is another and statement. All right, we're going to do 2 and statements. So we're going to add 10, and this one I'm isolating. So at this step, I'm isolating my absolute value bars. Okay, so I get 8. I'm not going to do what the book suggests and create 2 different, because I can make it much easier on myself. So what I'm going to do instead is, because I have them isolated and this is an and statement, I'm going to drop the bars, right? Add my 8 onto the left side because that is the opposite of the absolute value. I'm going to start in the middle here. I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to subtract 4 on the middle, subtract 4 on the right, subtract 4 on the left. And I get less than or equal to 4. On the left side, I have a negative 12. And then I'm going to create my inequality, or my number line. So over here, I have negative 12. I'm going to go by 4. So 4, 8, 4. So negative 4, negative 8, negative 12. And we'll make this 4. Could have went by 2s, but you guys can pick whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to do number 9 with you because number 9 is the only or statement in here. I meant to put one up here, but clearly did not. So for question number 9, I have a greater sign. So I'm going to create an or statement. So first, I'm going to isolate. So I'm going to get rid of this 3 by dividing both sides by 3. Once I divide by 3, I have absolute value of x minus 7 greater than or equal to 9 divided by 3 is 3. So here's where I'm going to make my or statement. So I drop the bars, put in the word or to remind myself that it's an or, and then I'm going to change my 3 to a negative 3. When I change this 3 to a negative 3, I have to switch my inequality from a greater than or equal to a less than or equal to. And this is where we're doing 2 separate equations because it's an or statement. So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. I get x is greater than or equal to 10. X is greater than or equal to 10. I'm going to add 7 to my other equation, and I get x is less than or equal to 4. 4 less than or equal to 4, shading to the left. That is my or statement. Okay, again, that comes from the greater sign. The less than sign is our and statement. So I know I have an and. I would normally isolate. Well, it's already isolated, so I can skip that step. So I'm going to drop my bars. I have less than 5. It is an and statement, so I'm going to add a -5 onto the other end and switch my inequality. I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to subtract 3 from the middle, from the right, from the left. -5 and -3 is -8. 2x stays. 5 minus 3 is 2. Starting in the middle, I'm going to divide by 2. So I'm going to divide by 2 on the left side. I'm going to divide by 2 on the right side. So my answer is -4 less than x less than 1. So -8 divided by 2, -4, 2 divided by 2 is 1x, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Because it's an and statement, I'm going to shade in between. In between the two numbers. So now I'm taking a peek at my inequality sign. So open circle, shade everything in between because there's no bars underneath. Okay. Your assignment is on the very back page. On the very back page, you guys are doing 16 through 24. Okay. When you do 16 through 24, you are doing this on a sheet of paper, separate sheet of paper, and you're going to graph on a number line. Okay? What I want to do right now is I want to go through the and versus the or. Okay? All the equations that are ands have a less than or less than or equal to, which means you're going to make one big equation. So it's going to look like this when you're done. Or it will look like this when you're done. Small answer on the left, big answer on the right. So all the ones that are ands would be number 16, because it's a less than, 17, 18, 24. Those are all your and statements. So those are the ones where you set up from the left to the right. All of the or statements, you're going to create two separate. You have a greater, greater than, or equal to. Those are number 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. So an or, the other and that I missed on there would be 22. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ands, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 ors. So when you create an or statement, it's going to say x is greater than some number or x is less than some number. Okay. All right, I will post some Dr. Berger videos as well. I will see you guys on Monday. Monday we will do the graphing portion to this.